Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
9년 전 한국에서의 새로운 출발을 위해 부산을 처음 찾은 프랭크. 부산의 자연과 사람, 부산에서 누리는 모든 것을 사랑하는 그는 부산의 변함없는 한대에 늘 감탄합니다.
I think that Busan people are actually very, very kind and very welcoming. If I seemed a little lost, there was always someone that was there to ask me if I needed help. They're more seriously friendly than it's very serious. I very seriously want to help you.
부산의 한결같은 모습도 늘 감동을 주지만 이제는 부산의 미래를 꿈꾸며 2030년 부산의 새로운 도약을 기대합니다.
Busan people are very proud of their city. They want to share the city with everyone. If we get the World Expo, it'll really put Busan on a global map.
세계 박람회가 어울리는 도시, 미래를 향한 힘찬 도약. 부산에서 출발한 파도는 이미 세계를 향해 뻗어 나가고 있습니다. 2030 부산 세계 박람회. 부산이 시작하고 대한민국이 함께 이뤄갑니다. 이 캠페인은 지역과 함께하는 든든한 동반자 BNK 부산은행과 함께합니다.
Coming up next is Inside Busan with Laura McLucky and Minsu Shin. BFM 부산영어방송.
Hello. Good evening and welcome to another Tuesday here at Inside Busan. Question: when people travel, they usually research transportation, tourist attractions, etc. in advance. So what about you?
Yes, do all of that. Now, if this is something up your alley, good news for you. The Visit Busan Pass, a convenient option for foreign tourists of our city, has officially launched today.
Yeah, so this card lets you effortlessly access Busan's main tourist attractions, and it's linked with a transportation card for added convenience.
So convenient, right? So city aims for the Visit Busan Pass to serve as a platform connecting the local tourism industry with foreign tourists. 이거 제가 먼저 해봐도 될까요? Can I try first?
I tried it already.
Oh!
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more.
So good.
After this.
You know 내 스타일이 아닌 음악을 들어도 You know 좋아하지 않는 음식을 먹어도 우산 없이 비가 와 홀딱 따져줘도 좋아 I love it because I love you
wow. 우리 관계 디비데베를 매일 봐도 좀 같이 beginning 춤추고 싶어 yeah 빌리빌리진 우리 앞 우리 옆 yeah 시기질도 자유로운 날개처럼 펄펄펄 송이가 나를 삼킬걸 알면서 나에 뛰어들었어 점점점점점 So lovely day so lovely every day with you so lovely Spell L-O-V-E-L-E-E 이름만 불러도 you can feel it 눈빛만 봐도 알면서 난 너
You know 아끼는 옷에 커피를 쏟아도 You know 내가 준 목걸이를 잃어버려도 한 번 더 같은 거 사준 걸 다시 또 잃어도 좋아 I don't care I just care about you
여기 어때 How you like that 퍼주고 될게 빈 털털이 주빌라떼 박수가 차안 봐고 누가 베글러 say 비타민 U가 필요해 만들어줘 새 도락해 자꾸 문이 벌집 두 눈에 On your help So lovely day so lovely every day with you so lovely Spell L-O-V-E-L-E-E 이름만 불러도 you can feel it 눈빛만 봐도 알면서 난 너
so lovely. Our date with you so lovely.
L-O-V-E-L-E-E 이름만 불러도 you can feel me 눈빛만 봐도 알면서 말로
Well, what a great way to start Tuesday. That was Lovely by Angmyu. Yeah.
A lovely song.
Yeah, for a lovely day.
And it's Tuesday. 화요일.
It's 화요일.
네.
Welcome to 화요일.
네.
It's 12 minutes past 6 p.m. Welcome to Inside Out Busan. I'm Laura McCluckey.
And I'm Minsu Shin.
Are you? Are you sure?
I am pretty sure.
You don't
99.37% sure.
You don't know.
You don't know.
I have no idea.
How's your Tuesday going?
It's going well. Do you know what? I just, during that song, we were talking about investments and investing in stocks and that kind of stuff. So my Tuesday is going well, but I'm very frustrated at my lack of Korean understanding. I also had to register and find out how much 학비 I own because I'm going back to school, right? So tomorrow is my orientation for my next semester.
Ooh.
Ooh is right.
Oh.
Ew is correct. And then I also had to navigate all these documents in HWP format that were telling me, I think, just information I didn't need to know.
Yeah. 14 years I've been here in Korea, still cannot get used to HWP.
No. Like, especially when you click it and then it goes all black and it's like, why does it do that? And then there's a little red dot. What is it for?
맞아요. Yeah.
Hate it. So had a lovely day, but I was very frustrated at the amount of Korean that I don't know and I don't care to read because it just feels overwhelming. Like that document after document, I'm like, I could read this.
Sure.
Or I could just not.
Yeah.
And I'll just fill in the information and hope for the best. So that's what I did. And, well, so far, so good, I guess.
Yes. Don't take your frustration out on me.
I don't feel like I missed out on anything. I also don't feel like I learned anything.
맞아요.
How was your Tuesday?
Going good. Yeah, did nothing the whole day.
Finished.
And came here. I'm still getting used to just the time difference. I feel like,
yeah.
But I slept well last night. But woke up at 6 today.
That's
good. So
good.
now I'm getting a little like in that tired stage, but I'm good. I'll power through. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. So as we started off the show, we talked about the Visit Busan Pass, specifically designed for the convenience of foreign tourists here in Busan. Now this has officially released, and Laura, you're already in on it. Early adapter you are.
Early adopter. So I actually got to use the Visit Busan Pass. I'm part of the global tourism, Busan International Tourism City Global Advisory Board.
Well, look at you, right?
That's the title.
You're on a board or you're an ambassador of something for everything.
Well, you're just jealous that I get to use the Visit Busan Pass. So what happened was we went out and we used the pass. We have to do things like that. We have to test things. We have to go to sites, Pimtoak, that kind of stuff. And so we went and I got to go on so many different cool things.
Oh.
And if you've never heard of it, the Visit Busan Pass is a pass that you can buy and it's either 24 or 48 hours. It's a free pass, if you like, to the city. So it's got so many things that are discounted and also so many things that are absolutely free. So you can visit Busan's famous tourist attractions for free. You get benefits in transportation and shopping, performances, etc.
Nice. Really yeah. So with the Visit Busan Pass, foreign tourists can freely use more than 30 paid tourist facilities in Busan. You get discounts at more than 50 restaurants, shopping and accommodations, and other tourist facilities, and can be linked with the rechargeable transportation card, which is also convenient.
It's very good, and you can buy it on the official Busan Pass website or through global online travel agencies, and it's really good. My recommendation, activate it at maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, why then?
Because you get 24 hours, right? So what you want, if you activate it really in the morning, then you can't really go to anything.
Because nothing's like open.
Because nothing's open. So activate it around 2 o'clock in the afternoon or maybe 3 o'clock. And then you've got like the late afternoon, then you've got all the evening. And so you can go to all these different places. So basically what happens is your 24 hours or 48 hours starts as soon as you scan the first QR code. So it's like the clock is ticking. And so you've got 24 hours from when you first activate it or when you first go into your first attraction to use it up. So you can go to all of these things during the afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, nighttime, and then the next morning, early doors go to certain things and then use it up until after lunch.
Well, look at you giving all the know-hows to our listeners, and it's only been a day since this released.
It's only been a day, but it's been around for a long time, but it's officially released.
Right? So the Visit Busan Pass, and I mean, if you're here in our city for a day or two, I think it's a great investment for those 2 days.
One catch, though, only available to international visitors.
Right.
So if you have a non-Korean passport, you can benefit from this.
Yeah, right. So who knows, right? They might extend this to like outside the city visitors.
Yeah.
Right? So
I think they should extend it to everybody.
그래 말이에요.
그렇지.
Right? 네. But
그렇지.
it's available right now to tourists, foreign tourists of our city. So go out, enjoy all the accommodations and attractions through the Visit Busan Pass.
Nice.
네.
Wait, you can't do it, can you?
I cannot. I'm Korean.
없습니다. Never mind.
너무
You can do other
슬퍼요.
stuff.
I can.
I don't know.
But it probably feels also better just, showing them the pass. Right?
Yes.
Let me through. I can only imagine what it's like.
One day.
For one day, right?
Day.
One day it'll happen.
Yeah.
All right, folks, lots in store in today's show. But we are going to kick things off with News Bites.
Welcome to News Bites. Annie is in the studio. Hi, Annie.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel a little out of it all of a sudden.
Oh,
but I'm
good. That's what happens
I'm
when you
here.
hang out with us.
Oh, I just zoned out.
We make you less smart by the second. It's like, did you see Interstellar, where he went to that other dimension or like through a black hole into another planet and he lost like 27 years?
Oh.
Am I losing years here?
Sucks the sense out of you.
I was trying to figure out where that connects.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make our program sound so warm and welcoming, Laura? You lose
just a
20.
black hole.
You guys were down there for 27
It
years.
just means that you kind of lose yourself. You better lose yourself.
맞아요, right? But don't lose yourself too much.
No, 'cause we do have to do the
Annie,
news.
because yes, we do need to get to the news. So what do you got for us today?
Oh, very important news, actually, but with a lot of unknowns. So North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's heavily armored green private train arrived in Russia ahead of the previously speculated summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, of course, amid warnings from the United States that the two leaders could strike an arms deal. And the summit is coming for the first time in more than 4 years. They have not met before then. And the train was expected to arrive in Vladivostok. However, it seems to be moving to another area further north in the Primorsky Krai area. And local media reported that reporters were flocking to the, I'm getting these names right, Vostochny Cosmodrome. It's the space plant, I believe, space center, in the Amur Oblast. And this place is considered a bit of a symbol of the expansion of military cooperation between these two countries, North Korea and Russia. And Kim is also expected to visit the industrial city in Khabarovsk, a significant location for their relations and history.
I see. So with the meeting of these two leaders, what are they expected to discuss at the summit besides an arms deal?
All right. Well, Russia hinted at the possibility of non-compliance with the UN sanctions imposed on North Korea. So Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said today, or 12 local time, I should say, that if necessary, they are ready to discuss UN sanctions against North Korea with their North Korean colleagues. And it also said that he also said that they are cooperating with North Korea in relations to the UN Security Council. It's quite a big deal here. With the issue of supplying weapons, trading weapons, or any military technology with North Korea is prohibited, of course, in accordance with the UN Security Council's resolution on sanctions against the North, which then Russia is also a permanent member of, so they should be following it. But they're looking like they won't. And lastly, there was mention of talks about bilateral relations and just this, basic regional and global stage developments.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are they, I mean, you probably don't know the answer because I don't expect why you
Diplomat
would know
here.
this. What are they thinking they're going to be doing? Are they doing this for the greater good? It feels to me like it's a power move to threaten other countries.
Yeah, especially with everything going on with, Ukraine and Russia right now. North Korea meeting with Russia and even hinting at an arms deal. I don't think, this is going to be seen in a very good light with the international community, especially with what's going on in Ukraine in mind, right? So I'm sure more details will come out, right? And I'm sure if there's any that do need to be brought to the light for the international community, Annie, you'll be filling us in on it, right?
I'll do my best.
Thank you so much for that. What's next?
Right. A bit random, but there was a sinkhole in the middle of Gangnam today. So at 10:45 a.m. this morning, a sinkhole that was 1 meter in diameter and 1.5 meters in depth, pretty deep, opened up in Bongeunsaro in front of exit 8 of Eunju subway station in Gangnam, up in Seoul, which resulted in nearby roads being blocked off, of course. And according to police and officials, the ground was weakened by damaged water pipes that were nearby, which then caused the ground to collapse as a ladder truck was driving over it or by it. The wheel of the ladder truck actually fell into the hole, but thankfully there were no human casualties.
Yeah, I've seen more and more since we had all the rain. I've seen more and more sinkholes popping up. Just little ones,
Sinkholes are scary.
but really scary, right?
Yeah, I've seen clips like on the internet and stuff, just cars like falling into
They
these
just-
holes.
just pop up randomly. So what was going on with the water pipes in the road?
Right. Well, the Gangnam Waterworks office actually shut off the water pipes at 12:40 p.m., basically to carry out all of the restoration work. And authorities plan to dig up the road where the ground has sunk in and then replace all of the ruptured water pipes, the old water pipes, everything. The priority here is to restore the water pipes first, and then they can go and repair the road, which then will take a considerable amount of time to complete. And as you were mentioning, there was actually a pothole or sinkhole here in Busan, I believe, last week.
Yeah.
So definitely a sign for maybe updates needed for the roads.
Yeah.
But even this, I mean, there was another one as I was driving back from work, and I noticed that there was a number of them, and the road was really warped.
Oh, yeah.
And this has happened a few times. It's highway. It's really dangerous.
맞아요.
But they've fixed it, and it's just happened again. Fixed it, happened again. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
It just goes to show you just how damaging, like rain, water, and like the monsoons and typhoons are
Right.
here in Korea. So
It's only going to get worse.
맞습니다. So for all the drivers out there, watch out, right?
Yeah, be careful.
Be careful. What is our last bit of news?
Right, a complex international rescue operation to save Mr. Mark Dickey, who is 40 years old, who is an American cave explorer from one of Turkey's deepest caves, thankfully ended successfully on Tuesday local time. So he was on an exploration mission in the Morka cave when he reportedly began suffering from gastrointestinal bleeding. He was very sick to the point that he was actually incapable of actually making his own way out. And the operations had taken over a week since he became sick, so he was sick in there for over a week.
Goodness.
The mission itself was very complex as the cave is located in the Taurus mountain range in southern Turkey, and it reaches depths of up to 1,276 meters. And there's these tight tunnels that you kind of have to squeeze through.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that.
Claustrophobia right there.
Yeah.
But once he was out, Mr. Dickey said it was amazing to be above ground again, and of course thanked the rescue teams and the Turkish government for saving his life. And he added, without asking any questions.
Yeah.
That has to be like the worst situation, a cave diver can get into. How did he fall so ill all of a sudden?
All right, so that's still actually a mystery. But it is known that the conditions deep inside the cave are not very hospitable. It consists of quite steep vertical shafts and many deep pits, as well as some narrow passageways, according to someone who had been down there. The temperatures are also very wet and cold. It's estimated to be around 4 degrees Celsius down there. So he was so sick at one point that he actually did need a blood transfusion. And it's amazing because he was in the cave and a doctor had been with him inside the cave giving him this blood transfusion.
Wow.
His wife was also down there with him. The amazing efforts were a joint result between Turkey, the U.S., Hungary, Poland, Romania, and even Ukraine. They had all of their rescue teams there who worked around the clock to get him out. And also note that he's not an inexperienced cave explorer. He's been doing this since the 1990s, and he's pretty well known in the community.
Well, thank goodness, he is out. Hopefully, he is recovering. He has a lot of thank you notes to pass
A lot.
around.
I believe it was more than 200 people.
Jeez. Right.
That's good. I'm glad he's safe.
Yeah. But I mean, I can't imagine just what was going through his head. And I can't imagine myself in that kind of situation.
I can't see you digging into a cave.
I won't go anywhere where there's not an elevator that's going to take me up.
Yikes.
Okay? All right?
Yikes.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you so much, Annie. That'll do it for today's News Bites. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I will. What's left of it?
No. There's a lot.
There's a lot left.
Yes.
Plenty.
The bottle is, well, it's not half full. It's still like a third full right now. A quarter full?
I don't know.
I'll enjoy it.
Enjoy it. We'll see you back here
All
tomorrow, all right?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's have a song. This is Square by 백예린.
All the colors and personalities, you can't see right through what I truly am. You're hurting me without noticing. I'm so broken, like someone just around me. I'm no invincible. I have much memories are getting more weaker. No, I'm not lovable, but you know what you had to say. Come on, let's go to bed. We're gonna rock the night away. Hold it to your back. If you're not in the right mood to sleep now, then come on, let's drink it high. Bury and manage our day. Would you want me tonight? If you're not in the right mood to sleep now, then could be miles and gold. I'll be yours for sure. All the traces and reminiscences, you can't sense right through how it truly was. You were gripping me without noticing. Was so strange, like someone never loved me. I'm no invincible. I have much memories are getting more weaker. No, I'm not lovable, but you know what you had to say. Come on, let's go to bed. We're gonna rock the night away. Hold it to
what a good song.
Yeah.
Square.
By Pekerin. I recently got into like city pop. Like the
City pop.
Yeah, city pop stylings of music.
Yeah.
And that's an example of city
it?
pop.
What does city pop mean?
It's like this kind of like, you know, this drive, like what you want to hear in your car while you're just kind of, you know, driving. Not necessarily at night, not like really chill music, but like during the day, it's like a sunny day. Yeah. 그런
see.
느낌.
I'm more like the soundtrack of Sweet Home. That's what I want to listen to.
근데 오늘 시티팝 느낌 나는 노래 몇 개 더 준비했어요. So with that
really?
first song and the couple other songs that I have ready,
This
by
is
the end of the
city
show,
pop?
you get a feel for what city pop genre is.
Okay. Is it like tunes that you would listen to in your car if you were a 24-year-old girl
Why
driving
not?
around.
Sure.
looking for a boyfriend?
But
Like Vanessa Carlton, 2,000 miles, 1,000 miles, whatever. And I would fall into the sky.
아니요, 그건 시티팝 아니죠.
그럼.
Just listen to the couple songs I've lined up, right? Cosname even mentioning, hey, this song sounds familiar.
That's because Cosname requested it when you were gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh. How did I know?
you didn't.
See? The
See.
stars aligned. It was destiny. It was meant to be, Cosname.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, I played it at the time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't ignore Cosname. Cosname requested it, and I said, no chance.
Minsu will do it when he gets back.
No chance,
And then
fancy
you didn't.
pants. No chance at
Yeah.
all. No.
Nice. Well,
Anyway.
yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Welcome. 6:34 on the clock. Welcome to Inside Busan. My name is Laura McClucky.
And I'm Minsu Shin. We are now going to update you on the weather and traffic.
Yes, we are. It's currently 27 degrees Celsius on average in Busan, depending on where you are. Morning lows of 24. It's getting up there again. Afternoon highs of 29. Today, tomorrow even, it will be full of grey clouds, and Busan will see rain from the late evening tomorrow. But we're going to get a bit of a taste of autumn in the mornings and the evenings. So that's nice.
네.
내일 부산은 하루 종일 구름이 많고 흐리겠습니다. So enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
This is like the last leg of the summer season.
The last leg.
Yeah.
Hey,
We only have a couple more weeks
we'll
left
have
of
a
it,
couple
right?
more legs.
Enjoy. When it comes to the traffic, we have congestion on 중앙대로 from 광무교 Bridge going towards Samyeon Junction. Also congestion on Yunsan Tunnel from Haedongdong going towards Bugok Interchange. Slow-moving traffic on 자성로 from Pamil Junction going towards Munyeon Junction. Everybody,
Drive safe.
부탁을 드리겠습니다.
Yeah.
네. I want to read Haeyeon's message real quick on our YouTube. Minsu, I recommend a dollop of wasabi down your throat to overcome jet lag.
I think
Welcome
Karen
back.
wants you to die.
Wait, I mean, but how much is a dollop of
I
something?
mean, a dollop is like more than a teaspoon, less than a cupful. A dollop is like what you would scoop a big dollop of mayonnaise and put it on your chips.
Ooh. I eat that much wasabi, like if I'm eating like fish or whatever calls for wasabi anyways, but like
not
throughout
just-
the meal.
Yeah, you can't just whack it in your throat and expect to live.
Haeyeon, can you link us some articles that can back your your method of getting over jet lag?
I feel like it's not okay. Don't do it.
저는 괜찮은데 my daughter's still going through it. But I don't think I want to put down a dollop of wasabi down her throat.
I don't think anyone should eat a dollop of wasabi. Just straight up wasabi.
Yeah. Oh, but some people love it. I know
I
some
love
ajaxis that put
horseradish.
so much wasabi in their food.
I could do it with horseradish. I do love a horseradish. But did you know that wasabi is not really that color?
I have heard.
Yeah.
And wasabi that we usually eat is not actually wasabi.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right. The time is now 6:36. Time for...
IOB's 5분 상식. Yes, time for the IOB 5분 상식, getting you in the know of some of the most useful, trending and need-to-know words and expressions out there. 5분만 들으면 유식해지는 시간이죠.
네, 오늘은요. 최근 경제 이슈인 둠루프에 대해 알아보도록 하겠습니다.
Good evening, everybody. I am Laura McCluskey from IOB News. Today, we're diving into the doom loop phenomenon here in San Francisco. Our correspondent Minsu is here to unravel this puzzling trend. Minsu, what's happening out there?
This is Minsu Shin. It's absolute chaos here in San Francisco. Remote work causing empty real estate, resulting in less foot traffic, and then shuttered restaurants and reduced public services. Oh my!
So, did you hear about the bigger issue arising from all these vacant houses?
Yes, this in turn has been leading to more overt drug activity, as well as unhoused individuals congregating in front of unoccupied spaces. So San Francisco has seen a surge in car break-ins and rising serious crimes that many fears could have long-lasting effects on the city's tourism.
Right. Now, San Francisco used to be a famous tourist attraction, but it's no longer considered safe. Is sad. Now, thank you, Minsu. Let's hope San Francisco finds a way out of this doom loop. Personally, I just want to know, what's your next plan today in San Francisco?
Well, see, I just got a ticket for the San Francisco Doom Loop walking tour to get visitors up close and personal to the squalor, but it's already sold out.
That's not very appropriate. The crisis and a tour. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Back to the studio. I love loop walking tours, but I'm not sure about a doom loop walking tour.
So me being there actually last week, very, very real.
진짜로.
Yeah.
I heard the same about Glasgow, actually. I'm not sure about the doom loop, but like my friend told me that lots of shops on certain, like the busy streets that used to be so busy like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost empty.
That's what's happening in San Francisco right now. It's not the same Frisco I remembered from even 3 years ago, before the pandemic, right? So I had this whole day planned out with my family. We went there. The first stop we went to, okay, this is not happening. And then we just went back. Yeah. So it's pretty serious. But what is doom loop specifically?
Doom loop is a notion that's rooted in economics, and it's particularly in the context of the post-pandemic urban struggles. So put simply, a loop, right? It's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle in which one negative development causes another. And this obviously worsens the first one, which then worsens the second one, and it leads to other consequences that basically just keep reinforcing each other negatively. 경제 악순환의 고리를 뜻합니다.
Yeah. So what is the doom loop situation in San Francisco specifically then?
So in San Francisco, you saw it yourself. A doom loop refers to a cycle of interconnected issues, primarily involving urban decay, homelessness, and related crime that comes from it. Now, the city has experienced an increase in vacant properties, which has reduced foot traffic. It's led to the closure of businesses, which has led to the closure of things like restaurants, public services, which has in turn created an environment where drug activity, homelessness have become more overt, more prominent, which poses more challenges for the city's safety and then overall appeal. So the more things get worse, the more difficult it is to make them better.
Yeah. Now, is it true towards the end of our little skit there that they have these doom loop walking tours in Frisco?
Yeah. Well, tourists who are curious about San Francisco's urban decay, like they want to see abandoned shops, they want to see open air drug use, they want to see homeless encampments, they can actually get a guided tour of the whole thing. Like, I really am so kind of not really for that, but at the same time for it.
I think it's a way they're not trying to take advantage of, what's going on in the city. I think they just want to make sure people know, like, firsthand, like show them what's actually going on in San Francisco so that people are in the know of it.
Well, it's about being in the know, but it could also be considered dark tourism.
Yeah, that too. It's not, and then in that sense, it's not good for the city, right? To continue to show something like that. But I guess it's just a way that because people have this notion about San Francisco, what it's supposed to be like, what it's supposed to look like, but it's not.
It's changed.
Yeah.
So there's a street savvy guide that was fed up with the lack of action by the government, and they take people on this so-called doom loop walking tour to see the worst parts of the city for themselves.
Yeah.
신기하다.
신기하고 it's not the safest slash smartest thing to do, right? That's coming from me who had first-hand experience. 네, 오늘의 5분 상식 doom loop, 파멸의 고리라는 뜻으로 부정적 상황이 서로 지속되고 나빠져 경제 상황이 더욱 악화되는 현상을 말하는 겁니다. 오늘의 5분 상식이었습니다. 김대리, 퇴근하나?
예, 부장님.
집이 교회종이지? 같은 방향인데 같이 가지? 요즘 회사 생활 어떤가?
예, 저 열심히 잘하고 있습니다.
결혼 생활도 재밌지?
예, 뭐 즐겁죠, 예. 저 그 라디오라도 좀.
그래 라디오.
네가 저번 주에 온 신참인 것 같네.
22번 훈련병.
진짜 회사 생활 쉽지 않다. 어색한 이 순간 인사이드아웃 부산과 함께하세요. 오늘은
TMI Busan.
Yeah, Hailey's in the studio. For anyone looking on the tube, if you thought it wasn't Hailey, it is Hailey.
Well, I didn't.
But it was a little bit
Excuse me.
frozen on Annie for a little bit.
Yeah, the camera that usually focuses on Hailey will be
Is
Back in
stuck on
action.
Annie from 10 minutes ago. I can be Annie. My face can be Annie. You know what? She's got a great face. My face can be her face.
I mean, just to show our listeners what's going on real quick
and
on our
you.
YouTube. We're okay, but Addie's stuck in
Weird.
Annie's
in her
having a
own doom loop.
situation.
Right there, right?
She's just never. This is how much she's not leaving.
Yeah.
Her remnants are
But
stuck.
We do want to show everybody Hailey's face. We're gonna put her on the camera.
That's weird.
Still working. 네.
That's weird.
Hailey, hi.
Hello. Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Well, I almost missed my cue. Maybe it was a good thing the camera was stuck.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to 작가님 about my little day trip to Gyeongju yesterday, which was beautiful. It was beautiful, beautiful. I went to the museum, and there's a little hidden away library, which is no longer hidden anymore because I just talked about it on air. And then we went to a little field of flowers, walked through the tombs. It was nice, but then I was met with these buses and buses of field trippers. That's a word. Middle school, elementary school kids, because it's fall field trip. It's 현장학습 time.
벌써?
Did you go and eat some delicious thing on 경리단길?
Not on 경리단길. We did go to a really nice cafe by the river, or is it a stream? Yeah, and we had some delicious 회. I don't know why I went all the way inland to have
seafood.
fish whilst I live in Busan. But,
말이에요.
you know, things that we do.
But why not?
Things that I don't understand.
It's always a
but
good
that we do.
occasion for 회, right? Well, I'm glad you had a very nice a day trip, I guess.
Busan's so great for those field trips or day trips to just, 경남, even to 경북 areas.
Yeah. But we are going to be focusing on not necessarily what happened in Gyeongju, but what's happening here in Busan.
Actually,
with TMI
this is a
Busan.
nice segue. Speaking of field trips, see what I did there?
Oh.
I did not purposely go to Gyeongju so I could have the segue. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm that dedicated. But it is the season of elementary school fall field trips. Well, in middle school and high school. So something interesting's been happening. So last month, the police, they announced a crackdown on elementary schools taking their students on field trips on buses that were not regulation school buses. So we all went to school not in Korea. What did you ride to get to school?
My
People?
feet.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you walk?
Yeah.
Oh.
When I was close to school, I walked. It was like 5 minutes from my house.
Right,
and then I was
because
far.
you're not American,
It
so
took
your
me-
your schools were reasonably distanced
Well,
from
when
your home.
I went to high school, it took me about 40 minutes to walk. I'd walk there and back.
Wow.
Yeah. Almost every day.
A bike my freshman year, and then from sophomore year, I drove.
Yeah, me too. From junior year, I drove, but when I didn't drive, I did take the school bus for a while, and then and then I realized what would have taken me 15 minutes took me 40. Anyways, we all know what the school buses are, what they look like. At least in the States, we've all seen the Magic School Bus, the TV show, or read the book, the yellow things. So those are regulation school buses. And do you remember seeing them in Korea? The yellow school buses.
I mean, I see the little ones for like 유치원.
Right, but as far as schools go, we don't really have them.
Yeah.
Apparently,
They always get like those tourist, like huge
the
tourist
charter
buses.
buses. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. So if you've ever been around field trippers, you know they don't use the yellow school buses because we have none really for at least elementary school. They use charter buses. However, that's actually illegal. At least according to the Office of Legislation and Judiciary Interpretation. So last month, all of a sudden, the police said, well, we then need to now be be following the regulation. So if schools don't take kids on school buses, which are supposed to be painted yellow, they're supposed to have a maximum speed that you can reach and just nowhere beyond that. And then seatbelts that actually fit the students' bodies, the elementary school kids' bodies, it would have been illegal. However, because there are not many such buses and there was criticism, the police kind of took a step back saying that they'll postpone the crackdown. But then now the teachers are opposing this lenient position. Because the Union of Busan Teachers issued a statement last week saying that the decision to postpone crackdowns, which basically forces teachers to break the law. Because teachers are fearing that if there are accidents, then teachers individually will have to take responsibility and even face lawsuits for negligence. And kind of judging from what's been happening in the education sphere, you can kind of understand why they might be concerned.
Yeah.
So upon the concerns, the Busan Office of Education notified elementary schools citywide that the education office, will take all responsibility for any incidents that happen during field trips that use charter buses. So that would include any civil suits or criminal lawsuits. And education office is asking teachers, parents, and students to please follow safety manuals. So field trips will go as planned. If anything happens, the education office will take care of it. But this is an important thing to think about in terms of safety for students on their buses, as well as kind of rights and concerns for teachers.
Yeah. I just hope, and it seems like, they do have the safety and the health of students in mind, first and foremost, for this situation. So, yeah, it's good to know. I thought they school would just use your budget for these charter buses, but I guess that's illegal.
It makes sense, though.
Yeah.
So expensive.
It's very expensive. And then from the outside, you don't know if the charter bus is just a regular charter bus or if it has kids in it and the seatbelt situation.
맞아요.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Well, good to know it's brought to light now. Thank you so much for that. What's next?
Another bus story, real quick. The 만덕초읍터널 newly opened this summer that connects Deokcheon to Gyeonggi-dong, and it cuts down the travel time between the two areas, half an hour, 40 minutes with traffic to 10 minutes.
So good.
However, guess who hasn't been able to use the tunnel?
Who?
People on public transportation, people without cars. Yeah, because if you've been in that tunnel, you may have noticed there are no buses running in this tunnel.
Huh.
No. All right.
Too much.
All right, then.
Get out my brain.
You've been spending a lot of time together, obviously. So, a lot of tunnels and bridges, they don't have many buses that use that route, but some do because they're obviously a crucial part of getting around. However, there was this back and forth between Busan City and the bus operator for bus 133 on how to reroute this particular bus number. They figured it out. So once again, bus 133, 133 bus does now run on that tunnel, that tunnel. So yeah, good news.
Go through that tunnel on that bus.
Yeah.
Do it.
For this specific occasion, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then that'll take you to the children's park.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Right? A good day out by getting on the 133 bus. Nice. What's next?
Next up, littering. We don't do it.
Don't do it.
Other people do.
Ugh.
Specifically, at least people who are caught, 1,720 cases of littering caught this year. until August.
I
I
feel like
wish there
that's
was more.
Yeah, there is more for sure.
Oh, there's more. I'm sure we'll add a zero. Oh, by the way, these are not just people like throwing gum wrappers on the ground. These
Yeah.
are people like actually throwing away bags of trash.
Yeah.
I wish
Their
there was
home
more
trash.
people caught. I mean, like,
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah.
wish there was more like cases that have been busted.
Right? We get about 2,500 busts annually, and these include, larger bulks of trash, entire bags. So, of course, I mean, this is horrible. This is horrible. Don't do it. Never throw anything away that's not in
No.
a garbage can. But sanitation-wise, this is a nightmare, especially in the summer. And we have rain season. We still have rain season in the fall. So trash just gets onto the ground and it smells, the flies. And the thing is, because residential houses, like full-out houses, individual homes, they don't have the trash collection area like
Yeah.
apartments do. So some people, I've seen it, maybe I might be guilty of it. If you see a pile of trash and trash like bags, some people will kind of squeeze in their coffee
Yeah.
cup.
Yeah.
I
Little
live
skewer sticks inside.
I live in like these smaller buildings, and we have to. We don't have a dedicated the
Trash zone.
Yeah, so we leave our bags of trash out or recyclables on specific days, and because we live in Kwangli, there's a lot of people walking by.
yeah,
they just
yeah,
put their
yeah.
cups, and other like lunch boxes on top of our trash
And
bags.
then you
Don't do
think,
it.
with all the CCTVs around, which is a bedrock of at least my personal ethics, the reason I don't do bad things is because there are cameras everywhere that would stop people. But the thing is, it's hard to catch humans that don't have license plates with
Yeah.
just CCTVs.
Yeah.
So, we're just going to have to depend on your own morals, personal morals to do it. By the way, if you do catch someone doing it, you can call 128 with no area code to report them.
Yeah.
We're
Oh.
either going to have to wait for people to like up their model game,
Yeah.
or we're going to wait for Big Brother to give us those like
Oh, the facial recognition?
facial recognition.
Yeah,
or, like,
people up
chip
your
and
moral
pin.
game because I don't want to live in, George Orwellian
1984.
world. Yeah.
chip and pin status for humans.
Can I have time for one more?
We do
Yes.
have time.
Can I?
Real
Okay,
quick.
great. So starting tomorrow, Wednesday,
Yeah.
the 7th Busan International Photo Festival, the BIPF, will open at the F1963 complex in Suyang.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old steel factory converted into this cultural area. This year's festival will feature photos from 14 different countries under human memory and imagination, which I think is fascinating.
네.
In this world of AI, technology, fake news, everything, we're dissecting what's true and what's imagined. Yeah, so the event will feature the first photo exhibit for South Korea about the war in Ukraine,
Oh, okay.
as well as a segment for budding creatives to bring in your photo portfolio and have it be assessed by professionals.
Oh.
So the visitors will be able to see and feel the narratives of the photographs that they're trying to convey. And they encourage viewers to look for this human willingness to overcome fear and anxiety in the War in Ukraine exhibition and kind of determine for yourself what's real, what's not.
Yeah.
So it'll run from this Wednesday to October 12th. So you have about a month. Go check it out.
Good to know. I think it's another opportunity for us to really get a feel for
Can I
what's
also throw one more
happening there.
tip?
Yes.
I'm just going to keep talking. I'm just going to keep talking over you.
You do that.
In the F1963 compound, there's also a hidden library that people don't know about. People know about like the cafes and
Yeah.
the restaurants, but there's also
맞아요.
a library. Not a bookstore. There is a bookstore, but there's a
Oh.
library. Yeah.
The bookstore is the one when you make the left,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
but there
a
is
library.
a library. So yeah, check it out.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Big old
Hailey
nerd.
obviously on this library. This,
Kick.
yeah.
I'm
It's
literate now,
September.
you guys. It's a thing.
맞아요.
Might go away soon, but for now, I'm literate.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Right. It'll be something new next week too. Hailey, thank you so much. That'll do it for today's not news bites. TMI Busan.
Are you stuck on Annie too?
I think so.
Like
Not
our
only the camera.
cameras
It's because I
He's
kept
just
seeing her
lagging.
face.
Yesterday,
right?
he's like, "That's all for me time," and I was like, "That's my segment."
Hailey, we'll see you back here next week. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Hailey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh, a little song to say 차려 for the first half of the show. This is TV를 켜요 by Yukika. Yukika 맞아요?
맞아요, 맞습니다.
Is this another example of your city pop?
City Pop. Enjoy. We'll see you back here at 7.
Bye.
내게 속삭인 둘만의 소원 같던 얘기 나는 조그마한 별 그대는 파도 같아
건조.
실내 건조, 냄새가 걱정되면
세제까지 다운이 실내 건조 콤보.
Transforming our world. Navigating toward a better future. The great transformation begins right here in Busan through the 2030 Busan World Expo. Busan will set a new course toward a better tomorrow for the Earth and for humanity. So we need your support to start a new movement.
I support.
지지합니다.
I support. I support.
지지합니다.
I support.